Why, hello there. Come in. You must be Scorpio. Welcome to the forest. This reading is for anyone that was drawn in here by these beautiful water energies. Since you have found me here in my little nook in the forest, I can do a love reading for you. We'll take a look at where you are and where you're going to be, and then we'll also look at the energy and love around you. So to find your way back, please subscribe and tap the bell button if this resonates. I release readings almost daily, so it definitely helps to find your way back there. We'll take a look at where the energy is around you in love a little bit later on, and then also get an oracle card for them. So right now we're going to start off with an oracle card for you. We're going to do the Shaman's Dream, Scorpio. See what we have here for our beautiful Scorpio energies. Ooh, the caterpillar. All right, Scorpio. So guess what this one's about? You'd never guess. It's totally not Scorpio at all. It's all about transformation. Wow, like I think that is too cool. This one is all about saying I'm going to take a new path. I'm going to step in some new directions. This is all about that old phrase of Albert Einstein's that how if you keep repeating, the same things over and over again, expect different results is the definition of insanity, right? Something like that. And they are saying, all right, we're going to stop doing that now. It's time to do something new. If it looks familiar, if it looks old, if it looks like something you've done before, if it looks like a well-worn path at all, they're saying pick the other way. They're saying go the way that has not been traveled. They are saying this is all about you. This is all about a time of newness. Take the path that you haven't gone down yet. It's all about breaking any kind of habits that we might have. It's all about letting go of any desired outcomes. It's about letting go of kind of any of those, I want to say like anythings. This is an energy that's all about real change that is coming in to say, we are here for this new beginning, for this new start. We are here to say that it's time to act, and not only act, but act in different ways, strange ways, taking the path less traveled to find your happiness, to find the real authentic you. I really like that. It's very neat. All right, very deep, Scorpio. So let's see where you are in love on your path. We'll ask the crows where you are. See if we can get one more. We have the Queen of Air, the Five of Water, and the Queen of Earth. It's interesting to me how the two coins that came out were the air and the earth, because there's a little bit something lacking in emotions right now, a little bit of wistfulness, of nostalgia, but at the same time, I feel like for everything that's going on around you, you're in a really good place. I feel like you are standing strong here, and I feel like you're kind of just saying how you feel when you feel it, kind of a thing. And I feel like you're definitely being a little bit more detailed oriented, I want to say, about the things that you're putting yourself into right now. I want to say maybe focusing on the material things at the moment. Just because the things emotionally here maybe had me looking a little bit backwards. We'll see what we have coming up for you. What do we have coming up here? So we have some change for sure. This is a caterpillar saying, if it looks old, if it looks familiar, step away from it. And we definitely have some old feelings here coming to the surface that are maybe a bit distracting here. Ooh, I like this though, because we have the Ace of Earth coming out, which is an opportunity and something you could put yourself into here, something you could invest yourself in. With the Page of Cups, so probably a relationship. Nice, nice. Let's keep going. What else do we have here for Scorpio? We also have the Ace of Water. Dang, nice. The King of Water and the Strength card. Yeah, nice. Okay, I like that. I like that this King of Water came out here. I feel like you have these new energies coming in here that are gonna kind of push you into a much better place here, kind of like nudge you in the right direction. Maybe get you out of your feels a little bit here. You might be feeling a bit down, a bit, depressed, or, maybe missing somebody, missing something. And that's not to say that you aren't, being this loving, nurturing energy here, because I feel like you are. But I also feel like with this Queen of Air, I do feel like you are communicating, and maybe that's even helping here because you do have this new opportunity coming up here. And it's kind of like cool if both of these came up. It might be more than one energy coming in here. But for sure, one definitely looks really, really stable. One looks emotionally fulfilling. And this could even be like the same energy, the same person that's coming in here, getting these kind of like new feelings going, this little bit of flirtiness, this little bit of like, ooh, like, it's really funny. We have the page and the king. So I feel like this is a lot of emotional balance paired with like fun. Just, in this new opportunity, like I really feel like you're kind of like taking the reins. You're kind of saying like, all right, like I kind of know where I need to be and how I need to be in this situation in order to make this work for me. And with the strength card here, like I like that this one's yawning. Like he almost seems bored. But it's like this energy of wisdom, but gentleness and like zenness almost of like, yes, I'm going to be strong, but I'm going to be like that gentle strength. I'm not going to run anyone over with my words. I'm going to kind of watch what I say. I'm going to be kind of that more loving, nurturing energy here. Like, because I almost like see this going from like this air energy of maybe being um maybe like straight on with how you feel all the time. you know I feel like the Queen of Air is very talkative. I feel like she's not afraid to say what she says because in the stages before, she was still kind of like learning what to hold back, what not to hold back. And in the next stages of like being a king, because in this little land here, they don't stop growing. They're just different levels, right? It's not a girl boy thing or anything like that. It's just the different levels, king, queen, whatever. And I feel like she's at that level of like I know what to say. I know how to say what I want to say when I want to say it. And I feel like that level after her is like that king level of like, well, I don't need to say anything if I don't need to. I can just kind of sit back and do my thing. But when I say something, it's going to be really intelligent. It's going to be really smart. It's going to be really on point. But I feel like she's maybe a little bit more looser with her words, a little bit more like, well, I'm going to say what I need to say. Um, and because I feel like she's that step before the king, she's that step before you might get that like silence, like, all right, like I have a lot going on and like I need to like concentrate on those that, kind of. Anyway, I don't know why I'm going on about that. Maybe it'll resonate with somebody with that energy. Because I kind of feel like you are being like very smart about things. Like I feel like you are in this like really good place. You're very sturdy, very determined, stable. Um, I feel like you are being a little bit conscientious, can I say that word, about things here. You also have these energies of, but like I know who I am and I know what I stand for, and even though what may have happened or what I feel like I missed out on, I still know my value, I still know my worth, and I'm gonna keep putting myself into those things and keep running my business, my country, my life here, because that's who I am and that's how I do. But anyway, I can clarify a little bit here. The Illuminated Ethereal Visions Tarot. Let's clarify these aces. What's this Ace of Pentacles? The Magician, the Hermit, and the Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're just kind of maybe manifesting a little bit more time here. So you can kind of figure out how you feel about the situation, maybe wanting to kind of use your experience here, your own wisdom to figure out how you feel about this opportunity that's come up here. Because you're a little bit undecided about it. And it could just be that like moment of like, Like, wow, like this is new. Like, I still need to kind of learn about this and learn about maybe how I feel about it. Because I do feel like this is something you've called into being here because I feel like it's something that is helping illuminate your soul, illuminate your feelings, your thoughts about things. And and I do think as you're leveling up here to this King of Water, finding that emotional balance, that harmony, not only just for yourself, but wanting to share it with others, give it freely, being that strong, wise energy that others can lean on and depend on here. Um, but I do, like I said, like I also feel like it's something you're still exploring, still something that feels new to you and like feels really nice here, feels really good. Very like flirty, happy. But at the same time, like wow, like I could invest myself into this. I could see myself like putting myself into this. Like I feel like you get that little like spark in your crown chakra or your heart chakra or something, like that little bit of imagination, that kind of comes into play that just makes you feel happy about it, wanting to keep going and see where things end up here. But I'm gonna clarify what else you want to say about this two of air. I'm curious. Excuse me. The seven of earth and the eight of earth. I feel like these are energies of like I worked on this a really really long time. Why isn't this moving? I'm just gonna keep working on making things better here. On this energy of like indecision of kind of not really wanting to look at those thoughts about things. Maybe not quite ready to move on here because maybe you feel like they're not quite ready. Maybe you feel like you still need to work on yourself here, work on the situation. Kind of want to maybe even not. I almost wonder if you're kind of just silencing those thoughts here a little bit. Like, just nope. I'm just gonna like keep working on this, keep putting myself into this. But you are shedding light on this with this energy, this hermit and the magician, saying like, I want this, I want to shed some light on this, I want to like bring this truth out here. Maybe you're not quite sure what you want to do about it, but you're finding those answers here within yourself. You've put, I feel like, a lot of energy into this, a lot of time into this. And even if maybe you're a little bit like, not always quite sure, like I feel like this is something you've called into being here. This energy of love around you, and now you're just like, oh crap, it's here, what do I do? But hey, it's here. It's here, and it does look like it brings you a lot of happiness, a lot of emotional stability. Paired with your thoughts on this about maybe not quite wanting to maybe think about how much you put into this, how long it's taken, how long it might take. Or maybe you're just like, I just have to wait for things to like move along a little bit more before I really want to look at it. But you've called this into being, you've called this here, and I feel like maybe you just want that little bit more time to kind of like see how you feel about it, to get your thoughts to align with how things are moving along here, like how much you want to put into this. Because I feel like you feel this definitely for sure. Maybe just not quite sure where you want to end up with it, or but I do like that the king of water is here. I feel like that really says a lot here, along with that strength card. I feel like that's you kind of like just saying like, all right, yeah, like I get it. Like this is how I feel, and even if it's maybe not always the easiest to like admit that or like kind of take a look at these new opportunities, maybe it's a little bit intimidating, but I feel like you have this energy here of strength, of being gentle with yourself, of being gentle with the situation, I don't see anything here really like rushing into anything, like I feel like if you need time, like there's time here. You have earth and water, you don't have any fire here, you don't have any things coming in saying, oh, you got to do this right now, maybe you're not 100% sure, how you feel about putting yourself into this, or maybe just feel like it's bad timing or something, or like you want things to be further along than they are, either with yourself or in the situation here. Maybe you're kind of like, maybe I wish I had more time to manifest this, but it's here. It's here. So a lot of these energies of, discovering the truth about things, letting anything go that might be bad or negative, that might kind of like dim the light of this beautiful, brilliant star that's kind of come up here, and the energy of these aces. And aces, they're not like guarantees, they're not like wishes coming true. Their energies, they're like seeds. They're like, you can plant this. You have to take care of it. You have to research it. You have to look into it. You have to grow it day by day by day, right? And I think you know that, right? And because you have these energies, you have the 7 and 8 coming out in your thoughts of like these energies that are further along here. And right now you're just at that starting stage of like, maybe choosing this possibility, choosing this love and this beginning, deciding how you want to put yourself into it. Anyway, I will um, get some cards here for the energy around your love. Let's see, what is the energy around Scorpio and love? Yeah, all about newness here. It's like, which is interesting. I really like that. I like how your energy shift a little bit from being a little bit more on the material side, a little bit more of the logical side, maybe a little bit of the more, not feeling super happy about things, to this like opening up here, to, finding this emotional balance, finding this courage and this like flirtiness and these new beginnings. It's really cool. So like, yeah, definitely newness coming in, like good newness. But anyway, what's this energy around Scorpio and love? Keep talking. I had one flip over. I saw it. There it is. There's the Earth card. Yep. 3 of Earth, the 2 of Fire, the Fool card, and the Hangman. Interesting. I feel like they're almost like feeling this maybe a little bit this similar to how you're feeling, but it's coming out in different ways here, right? As I feel like you're maybe needing a little bit more time here to like figure out how much, or just like whatever this like these troubling or indecisive thoughts about how much you want to put yourself into this, or kind of like needing a minute here, to look at your thoughts. And their energies from their universe coming in are kind of a little bit about needing to kind of like take a look at things differently here, because they feel a new beginning coming in. They feel this like energy coming in here of like, oh hey, something's happening with somebody else with another energy here, and like wanting to look into it, wanting to see things, maybe wanting to keep going here, maybe not quite sure where exactly they're gonna stop with this exploration, But I feel like with this 2 and this 3 coming out here with the Fool, like, I mean, this is like, taking things and then like letting them grow, letting them kind of flourish a little bit here. But not too far with this Hangman energy, because I feel like it's something that might be a little bit new feeling to them, which is interesting with your Caterpillar energy. Um, because they see this as something that's new, that's a little bit different here. Maybe needing your help a little bit to find the way, needing help from somewhere to find the way is how I feel with this 2 Fire. I never feel like this one's very confident, and a lot of them they are. And this one, I'm just like, no, like I always feel like she's a little bit like she's been walking down this road for a while here, waiting for this to come about. And her and this little giraffe they're just getting there. They're just getting to this point of like, oh, finally, like this is starting to go somewhere, paired with this energy of Earth of like putting yourself into something, taking root a little bit, going, all right, is this still where I want to keep going, or is there another direction I want to keep heading here? um but I feel like they are feeling good about this. I feel like they have these energies of like newness but also patience, which is really cool. Like, I just get this energy of like, I want to explore this, but I don't want to explore it on my own. Like, I think that they want this little bit of fun here. But I do feel like they do have this energy of newness, of like, this is a new me, this is a new opportunity. Like, I want to like leave behind anything I ever like knew about in the past, anything I ever doubted, anything that, like this is just a brand new start for me, a brand new beginning. And I feel like they've been like trying to call this to them as well, and I feel like maybe they're feeling very hopeful about it. And things are looking differently to them. I feel like they've taken time out. They've to trust in their intuition, to kind of look at things differently, to kind of feel things out here, kind of trying to see things for what they are. I mean, sometimes, a lot of times with the full energy, I feel like it's that like right away energy, which maybe I wonder if you were feeling. But with this hangman, the universe is saying this is a new beginning, but it's going to take some time. And especially with this energy of this two of fire here, I feel like there is definitely something that's taking a little bit more time, maybe, and it could just be your energies meshing together here, needing to come more in alignment. But I feel like with this Fool card, they're ready for this new beginning. I feel like they're calling it towards them, and maybe they're just like waiting, for that little bit more of a spark to keep going because they see these possibilities. But for whatever reason, the universe is throwing in these energies of like, this is a brand new beginning, but you have to be patient. You're gonna have to kind of look at things differently here, and that can sometimes cause things to go a little bit slower, actually. Despite it being a new beginning, doesn't mean it's going to be quick, quick, quick. Doesn't mean like, just because you made that wish on a star doesn't mean you're going to get it right now. They're saying, all right, well, here is it. This is a start for you, and we're going to let you grow this. But we need you to kind of look at things a little bit differently here, kind of take your time, make sure that you see everything. Maybe you're not feeling quite confident, but you're feeling this. You're still feeling this nonetheless. Um, but anyway, let's see. Is there anything else you want to say here about the energy around them in love? And I can let you back out. Hopefully it's not raining as much. Get you an umbrella if you need one to take it with. Bring it back next week. Subscribe, find your way back. Alright, so it's just giving me the Page of Air here, which is just that kind of like shy energy, that kind of like, especially this one with how he's like kind of raising his wings up towards the sky and there's that feather up there, like he has this one single thought in mind, this one, truth here that he's looking to find to go towards, and he's just starting this journey. But he's really excited about it. He's really happy. And this is what he is focused on here. Maybe not always super talkative, but that's just because they're still exploring this, still trying to like get to learn more about the situation, about themselves. Like I said, like you might need some patience with this one. I'm not sure how talkative they're gonna be about this. But I do feel like they feel this, right? And they do see this as an opportunity here, or at least something that they could explore and, go towards here, which is really cool. So let's see what oracle card we have for them. All right, what oracle card do we have for the energy around Scorpio in love? I love that you have that caterpillar with that Fool card with theirs. I feel like y'all are trying to come together here. Or at least it feels that way, right? Like, you pull together. There's something new is on the horizon. Root Girl. Let's see what that one's about. Okay, so they got Root Girl for the energy coming out from them for their oracle card. And this one looks like a very fiery tree here. Or it might even be the girl. Oh, I think it's just the girl. She just has roots in her hair. She's kind of curled up here. Believe it or not, this is a little bit like the moon. This is a little bit about that energy that you kind of keep hidden from the world. The energy that's within yourself that you feel isn't loved, that is shunned, that is about your failures and about that need for attention, that need for love. And kind of like the energy of like being hard on yourself till it gets to that point where you're like about to like break yourself, right? And then it's like you kind of like shut yourself away, or put those thoughts away, and you kind of ignore them for a while. But at the same time, they are there, and they are a part of you, and those parts of you, and this energy here, is saying like, hey, we are here, we want to be looked at. We belong to you. We aren't ugly, we aren't failures. We are all on this path in life here. We are all learning. We are all learning to love and accept ourselves for who we are. Everything in our life is an experience. It's about finding wholeness and true purpose. It's about integrating those parts of yourself that you felt were wounded. It's about renewed purpose. It's about love. It's about accepting yourself. It's about accepting that everybody is flawed. Everybody makes mistakes. That doesn't mean that you are any less. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't accept that as part of you, because we can all learn. We can all grow. We can all become more beautiful and pass those lessons on. And even just, learn how to make ourselves better for them. This is about finding yourself here, finding your truth. And with this Fool card, like, I do feel like this is a new beginning for them. I feel like they are really trying here, maybe even going through some things, trying to find their true inner self here, looking at all those parts, even those parts that maybe they didn't want to before, in order to do this, in order to go towards us. I definitely feel them in the forest here as this, like, bright, fiery little child spirit, that is, running around with all the other little children of the forest spirits here. Now that it's come out here, like, we do see you. Hello. Maybe turning a bit shy here, even with that page of air. But the forest accepts her just as it accepts you and everybody, right? Because we're all in this together. We're all here to learn and grow. And so is she. And she is here, all bright, lit up, looking like embers, beautiful, fiery leaves in her hair here for that energy around you to look at. And I feel like she is just lighting up the forest, with a little bit of warmth here, a little bit of positivity, because now that you know that she's there, you can start, talking to her, loving her, making her a part of yourself again, accepting her, accepting yourself here, which is a very powerful energy that the energy around you in love is going through here. This little root girl here showing up. And then along your path here in the forest, next to this root girl is this caterpillar kind of sidling up, kind of saying, it's okay to change. Actually, change can be really good. Like, I'm here to show you how awesome change can be. Like, I'm not going to do anything the same. I'm going to do everything different, and I'm going to find love, and I'm going to find happiness, because I'm here to explore and do everything different and be adventurous, which I think is very cool here. This beautiful, fluffy caterpillar full of love, and adventure and bravery, next to this root girl, showing it, hey, like, it's okay to adventure out here. It's okay to find love. And I think that's just really neat. So anyway, I hope you have a great couple of weeks. If you'd like to find your way back here, please hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you can get notified. Anyway, I will talk to you later.